Today, Viktor Gyokeres remains a priority. His priority remains Arsenal. He wants to go to Arsenal. He wants to play Champions League football for Arsenal. He never rejected Manchester United, but he told Manchester United that his priority would be Arsenal. So let's follow that Gyökeres-Šeško situation at Arsenal still ongoing. But today, we can confirm reports from Portugal on Gyökeres telling Sporting that he doesn't want to play for the club anymore. He wants to go. He doesn't even want to train, maybe, if the situation continues like this. This was a report from Abola in Portugal, and we can confirm that Viktor Gyokeres doesn't want to play for Sporting anymore. He wants to go. He wants the exit pact to be respected, and so now he's on Sporting, Gyokeres, his camp, to find a solution, with Arsenal still interested, but also with still the Šeško story ongoing. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, from Nico Williams to Gyokeres, with also Rooney Barkley, also Darwin Núñez, Bino Gittens, and more. I wait for your opinion, guys. Hit in comments, remember to like this video, turn on the notification.
People have been asking about Arsenal to get a number 9, you know, an out-and-out centre-forward. But they say it as if like it's easy, as if there's loads of them, as if there's hundreds of them everywhere. And you just go, oh yeah, well, you know, we'll just go and get a centre-forward.
Yeah.
It's not that easy.
I know.
You know, everyone wants a centre-forward, and everyone wants the boy Gyökeres. I've got to be honest, I thought he was a real player. I mean, I saw him in the Championship, and a couple of mates, Al, who scouts Alec Chamberlain, he said, I'm telling you, he's a player. We'd had him on the radar at Everton, but the numbers kept growing. And then we played him in pre-season. He came to Everton, and I thought, strong, honest. You know, not just the fact he can score a goal, by the way. There's more to his game, I think. So I must say, I think he's a player. But then, how much do you pay for him now?
Yeah.
You know, where does the line? John, the boy Vertzer, you know, I mean, he played a lot of football for a youngster. I must say that. He's 22. I was checking him out, and you know, he's played a lot of football. For a young lad, 116 million. You know, where does it keep going to? You know, how much do clubs keep having to put on the line to get these players? Demand is very high.
I do. It does make me smile. If I had £1 for every time somebody said to me, "We need a 20-goal-a-season striker,"
I know.
Oh, you don't say.
They'd say it as if like when you. I remember the Everton fans in pre-season. We were in Evian. I might have said this last time. And this fellow, one of the fans, who went, "Yeah, Ed, why don't you sign 2 centre forwards?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's that easy. Like, we've got no money for starters, or no real money." I'm like, "Right, okay, yeah, you go and find them, and we'll sign them." It's not. Trust me, centre forwards it's always been the hardest role on the pitch, and it still is. And getting a top centre forward is very, very difficult.
Yeah,
even when you got money, it's difficult.
It's a tough thing. I mean, just so for argument's sake, if you're to say at Burnley or Everton, you've got a massive team that goes out and scouts. How does that work, Sean? Do they finally end up with a filter system where they come and they go, right, look at this player, this is the research we've done, and this is why we'll think it'll fit, and you'll have a final say. I think
the game's changing. I think many years ago the manager would almost have the final say-so of everything.
Yeah.
I think it's changing a lot now, you know, with analytics and guidance from scouts, and mixed with the analytics, mixed with opinion, mixed with background. Some clubs now, you know, I think we spoke about this last time, and I think this idea of a head coach, some people are saying, you're coach, that's it. Yeah. You are the coach. We're going to get the players. We're going to buy and sell. Yeah. You are literally the coach.
Yeah.
Other clubs still want a manager who has a big say in things like recruitment, contracts. I was probably like that, but that doesn't mean the next job would be like that, you know, but you've got to buy into whatever the system they're using is, you know.
Yeah.
So my point is that some managers will be really hands-on to the decisions made for the players. Some will have a say with the recruitment team, and some, this hasn't happened to me, but I've been told, it's literally like, no, you're the coach. We do all the player trading. These are your players. You go and coach them. Not saying either's right or wrong, because the truth is, if it works, it works. That's the key to it, is making it work. But I think, in answer to your question, I don't think managers have got a constant somewhere where they're, you know, literally on the phone all the time. They will get some downtime, but the phone is always on. Yeah. Your brain's always whirring, and you are always getting sent these players, and we could do this, we could do that. But then you've got to get the deal over the line. People forget this is not. Oh, it's a minefield. It's not now one.
Hard, isn't it?
I know they think it's just you, and you know they think it's just you. And
just mad things like they go, "Oh, get that player." His lack of ambition in the club. They go, "He didn't want to come. His kids are in a certain school."
Yeah, and
it's just mad things, isn't it?
The agents are playing games. Sometimes they're trying to up the ante, and the other club are playing games. The club want more money, and sometimes there's 3 agents involved. You know, the club have the player has maybe 2 agents, and it can be really, really difficult. And some are dead easy, because some hand in glove, the player wants to go to whatever club. Yeah. They pay the money and it gets done. Yeah. So but it depends. But a lot of these transfers, they're tricky now. You know, it's not as easy as people think.
They are. Yeah. Well, you know what? 20-goal-a-season striker, Sean. If you see any,
I know.
Let us all know.
Well, just quickly, I was saying about Man City, just using them as an example, not literally them, but big clubs. Well, you think about it, right? They're scouting players from all around the world for their academies, and how many are getting strikers all the way through the academy and come out in their team? Not many. They're buying them. They go out and buy them.
Yeah.
Because they might explore a different pathway from another club before they're ready.
Yeah.
You know, to literally develop a striker, because there's a strange instinct. You know, we talked with the Thursday club with Ian Storymore and Robbo and all them and Gary Birtles and them. They said it's like an instinct thing.
Yeah.
You know, you can't, it's difficult to coach.
Yeah.
They go, why didn't you get a striker coach? And you go, because the bit that they need, the real moment of truth is that instinct to find a chance and to score.
Yeah.
That's the hardest bit to coach.
Yeah. That's very, very interesting. We've got loads of messages coming for Sean, by the way. We are going to get to them. Some brilliant ones there, Sean. You're going to really enjoy these. Lots of
There's any nasty, pasty ones?
No. There's a lovely one from Ian from Liverpool just to say thank you, Sean, for getting us into the new stadium, especially getting us through the points deductions. We all thought you did an amazing job, and that's very kind. As a quick one here from Bert in Millwall. Dicey is a cult legend down here at the Den. Isn't he just down the road from us?
I'm pleased you said that word properly.
Did he enjoy his time down in South London? Come back and manage Millwall.
Brilliant. I mean, look, I did enjoy my time, by the way. I was out recently, I told you, with a number of...
You seem like a Millwall player for me, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's a bit stereotypical. Come on.
Now, Arsenal have been criticised for not signing a striker in the last 2 windows. But is their approach about to change?
Manager Mikel Arteta says the club are planning a big summer in the transfer market. He said that he knows that they need greater strength in depth to compete for those top honours.
The club will be linked with a number of forwards, including the likes of Alexander Isak, Benjamin Sesko, Mateus Cunha and Viktor Gyokeres.
The way we planned the 5 first summers, it was going to be very big, and they were going to have different objectives because the turnaround of players and the objective of those windows were going to be different. But now when you're going to go again, first of all, we need to increase the depth on the squad, but as well, you want to increase certain quality and skills that we need to now go to the next step. It is going to be a big one, and we are very excited about it.
It's not just a big summer for Arteta in the transfer market. I think it's make or break. It's make or break for him, because I think if they don't get it right and they're not improving, come September, October, there'll be a lot of pressure on the manager.
I think it's front foot, it's bold, it's aggressive, and it's almost saying to Andrea Berta, here you go and get the deals done, my friend. Arsenal fans know where they want to strengthen, where the club wants to strengthen.
Need to get those type of players in.
They really can't afford to go 3 consecutive summers without signing a centre forward, especially given that Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus are dealing with serious injuries that could affect the start of next season too. So that's clearly got to be the place to go. But the focus will not be just on strikers.